Okay, so the second theme of this section about Goodhart and Kaufman is the use of what are called frozen racisms. And here the idea is that another kind of limiting factor on what counts as racism. So we talked about the way in which, racism can't be xenophobia or cultural differences, has to be biological race or skin color. Another way that Kaufman and Goodhart try to limit racism is by saying real racisms are what they call the frozen racisms. So the Holocaust, Jim Crow, apartheid, these particular kinds of racisms are the true racisms. And everything that now is racism only insofar as it's exactly like that or not, right? So another way that they put this, Kaufman and Goodhart try to minimize anti-black and anti-racism Muslims in light of these real racisms, right? So they try to say that what's going on now is not really racism because it doesn't have slavery and it doesn't have genocide, it doesn't have segregation like Jim Crow. Those are the real racisms. This is not that, so it's not racism. But like we've seen in the essay, they have no problem exaggerating the case of what they call the anti-white racisms without holding them to the standard of what they call the frozen or real racism. So they're very disingenuous about how they do this, because when they say how horrible this kind of, reverse racism or anti-racism, anti-white racism is against them, they don't say, well, it's not very bad because it's not like the real frozen racisms.